I never thought that I could be part of a change, but as I sat on my couch watching fiery news story after fiery news story, of all things, the images and songs of Schoolhouse Rock began to fill my head. And I remembered how cool it was to grow up watching these fun and creative animated videos that not only entertained me, but they taught me things like civics and math and science and grammar. And at the same time, I was thinking about all of the people throughout our history who have achieved these amazing feats since our founding, made tremendous and positive impacts, and directly contributed to who we are as America today. The most astonishing thing, though, is most of us have never even heard of these folks. People like Guion Bluford and J. Stuart Blackton and Hiram Rhodes Revels and William Joseph Hammer. These are all people that we should know about. And so I thought, how awesome would it be to use the inspiration of Schoolhouse Rock and create animated videos and original music and songs and material that tell the true story of amazing people throughout history that have contributed to who we are as a nation. Our hope is that a wide cross-section of creatives, teachers, professionals will take an interest in what we're doing and help us grow Illumination Station.
As a mother of 7, my husband and I made the decision when our children were small to homeschool. This was not an easy decision, and many sacrifices were made in order to be able to do so. Homeschooling 7 children didn't come without its challenges. And since 6 of our 7 children are dyslexic, we found it important to find fun and interesting and creative ways to learn. Schoolhouse Rock was just one of those ways, and we used it to help them with their parts of speech, multiplication, early American history, and even the government. That brings me to where I am today with Illumination Station, and the excitement I get when I dive into each individual story. Whether it was a slave who stole a Confederate ship and freed his fellow slaves and families, or a songwriter who continually had heartbreaking events in his life and still became the king of ragtime. These great men and women in history didn't let situations around them stop them. They didn't give up. They kept moving forward, and they inspired us to do the same thing, no matter how big or small the challenge was. So we encourage you to partner with us in bringing these inspiring stories from our country's rich heritage, from all races and walks of life, in a fun and entertaining way that will illuminate young minds and inspire great things in this next generation.
Since my children were little, I often said it's a choice you make every day. The choices we make impact our legacy. People like Madam C.J. Walker, William Carney, and countless others have made choices not to live in light of their circumstances, but to rise above and be the people who they should be. At Illumination Station, we have an amazing team who have committed their time and effort to develop and curate these stories through music and animation. Also in development are our educational tools help to facilitate additional learning that will help you engage with the stories on a deeper level. Our goal is to provide schools, groups, and homes with a positive message of hope and empowerment for young and old, illuminating amazing people of yesterday to inspire the minds of today.
I started animation back when I was in high school, and carried on over to an internship down in Burbank at the Animation Guild, and then carried over to community college where I graduated with honors in both art and animation, and then that carried over to working on my own personal projects like animating shorts and a web series. And that's how I got picked up for this project. So the Illumination Station project, our goal is educating the audience very similar to how Schoolhouse Rock did with their show, educating the viewers on lesser known people of history that not many people know about. So it's our way to put them into the limelight with catchy songs and great animation that I'm sure that you guys will all enjoy. It's such a great honor to be a part of the Illumination Station team, and I cannot wait to show you guys what we have in store.
When creating and building a story, well, any story, you must first find inspiration. Tools like music, design, and animation can certainly help convey a good story. A great story must be compelling. Once you have all of these elements, you can then tell an amazing story. As a composer and designer, I simply love the idea of using music in animation and storytelling, because music is able to communicate where words cannot. And design, well, it allows our imaginations to connect and experience ideas through the beauty of images, shapes, and colors. Many in this video have already mentioned Schoolhouse Rock. And frankly, it is mentioned because the truth is, Schoolhouse Rock was not only fun and memorable, but it was effective. And we want to effectively, again, use music, animation, and storytelling to reignite the minds of all ages, to rediscover our nation's great and yet forgotten history. Using music and animated stories created by Illumination Station, along with our additional learning resources, we believe will help us to all grow and learn a deeper understanding and appreciation of who each of us are and what each of us can accomplish. And once that is discovered, well, the sky's the limit.
As you've heard from the team throughout this video, to make all this production come to life, it takes partners like you to join us in this mission to change the narrative from hopelessness to hope and create a legacy for generations to come. Please join us at Illumination Station and donate now.